Okay, I think we're good. I can go ahead and close this Discord window. Uh, I suppose I can scrounge up another, like, GIF real quick. I don't know, I just like to have something in the corner that's different from stream to stream, just to kind of prove that we are, in fact, on a different stream. Because otherwise, these start to look very samey. The interface of a ROMhack program is not altogether that exciting. Yeah, sure, we'll go with this. I'll just tuck you in the corner there. So, I recently discovered the channel Defunct Land. It seems very, very popular, but I had never actually heard of it before today. So, I got hooked quick. The first video I watched was about the Hand Witch. And I was just blown away by the production value on such a dumb idea for a video. I went on to watch their most popular video about the Disney Fast Pass thing. And my god, what kind of YouTube channel is this to where they even have their own soundtrack? Like, I've never seen a YouTube channel like this before. So I got this pulled up on Spotify right now. I don't use Spotify. Frankly, I kind of hate it. Because of the, like, in the past, I've had roommates that used Spotify, and every time the ads would play, I would, like, duck and cover. Because it would be the sound of, like, alarm bells going off, and, like, subway cars rushing past at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So if I hear even one of those, then this gets shut off instantly. Start listening with a free Spotify account. Why would you give me a play button if you're not going to let me play the thing? Okay, never mind that then. I guess we'll play something else. I'm not signing on for Spotify, even for, like, an independent soundtrack that I really like. Like, for God's sake, just get a Bandcamp or something. Ugh, so where does that leave me? I need to find something, and quick. You know what? The old A-side runner-up playlist tends to serve me pretty well, so I will go with that. Hope it's not too loud. And I can't hear anything. What the hell? I got no audio output. What? Why? I streamed just yesterday. I've changed nothing. I mean, my PC crashed, but that shouldn't have any impact on this. Like, I can't even find any options for my audio output. What is going on? I might just have to restart the stream here. Desktop audio 1, desktop audio 2. Yeah, it's like something wrong with my microphone that everything's connected to? I mean, surely not, because I can hear myself just fine. Oh, wait a minute. I left the audio device on external speakers rather than headphones. Okay, that was the problem. Well, I'm glad that it automatically updates itself. Alright, now we can get started. Just as soon as the throbber is finished throbbing. Alright, so before we begin, I do want to just go ahead and get Irika's 2 chapters done. But first, I actually went through the trouble of editing the effect of the repair staff, which currently has no use. I did that off stream, but I think I can retrace my steps and show you guys what I did if any of you want to try making a custom staff yourself. It's not easy. If you want to implement like a whole new staff effect that's not just a copy of something else, you're gonna have a hard time. I think about the best you can hope for is adjusting the, you know, these stats up here, how much you can use it, how accurate it is, and how expensive it is. And aside from that, you're pretty much locked into these use effects. But I found a way to, at the very least, get this working as intended. First of all, I need to update the description. When I first implemented this, the way I thought this was going to work was you use this staff on an adjacent ally, it'll target one of their weapons, even though they're unbreakable, and you'll just get EXP for doing nothing. Unfortunately, because these weapons are unbreakable, they are suddenly not targetable by the old repair staff. So, yeah, I need to update this. Alright, let's hope that that is the correct amount of text for this description. I don't see an error message. I also need to tweak this string right here. And this one is even more restrictive on how wide the text can be, so... Yeah, I think it should be no longer than this restore items to text. So what I'm gonna do is just start a whole new line, leave the stuff up top alone as a reference. Actually, what is it that they say for healing staves? Restore. Okay, so restore is the word. I think that'll be good. Oops. Oh, thank goodness Control-Z still works. Alright, hopefully that's not going to cause any problems with how big the text is. I might need to eliminate the letter A here, but aside from that, I think we're fine. So, let me see here. There are patches in FE Builder GBA that you can use to achieve the same effect that I got. Which is, so, new training rod item has the effect of very small HP restoration in exchange for, like, an instant level up. Thought you could escape me joining chat and asking if your day was good? How was your day? It was weird. Thanks for asking. I got up unnecessarily early for no good reason. I was just, like, awake, and I really wanted to sleep in, but I couldn't, so I was like, whatever. I'll, go and get Hardee's for breakfast, because I'm usually never awake early enough to get that. So I did that. Came back, practiced for what I'm doing right now, and then just took, like, a 3-hour nap after that. Not the most productive of days, but I got through it. Alright, so the patch I'm looking for is the IER revamp table. I actually do not know what this stands for. I'm gonna say item effect revamp. Hashtag buff Roy. Roy's not in this game. You do it yourself. But yeah, if I were to ever ROMhack that game, that would be a priority. So here you can see all these different little features of each individual staff. And you'll notice that for the 3 primary healing staves, all this information is the same. So what I did was I copied all of these addresses and attached them to the hammerness staff. I hate saying that word. It doesn't sound like a real word, so I'm just going to keep calling it the repair staff. You're running on 4 hours of sleep? Good God, man. Yeah, you... You go and get yourself some sleep. Thanks for dropping by and saying hello, though. I appreciate it. So that's what I did there. That is step 1. Another patch that I had to install was set the recovery amount of multiple heal staves. So you install this through the installer. I already did that. Then you go to the editor, and you do the whole shebang with data expansion. I went from 5 to 6, including the training rod, and just treated it like a healing staff. So it's got a heal value of 1 rather than the base 10 for the heal. And that's all I had to do for that. Now it works like a heal staff. Hello, Geonemic Warrior. Welcome to the stream. This isn't going to take long. I just wanted to explain a change that I made off-stream. Alright, so that's actually all I had to do to get the training rod item to work as it does now. There is one thing missing, though, and that's the animation for the staff. And I'm actually not sure where to find that. I might have to put this off to another day. It might be in Magic Animations? No. It could be this. Yeah, this seems to be where a lot of special effects are stored. Again, this is not my priority for today. If need be, I'll put this off until Tuesday. Because I don't see where the staff effect I'm looking for is. Yeah, I'll probably just have to come back to this later, but as it is now, the animation plays the same as before, but unfortunately that means that it also doesn't show, like, the process of being healed. It'll just play the animation, and the HP bar will remain the same, and then when the animation is done, the heal will take place. So it's a little weird, but we're just gonna roll with it for now. And I really wanted to play that Defunct Land music, but I'm not willing to sign up for Spotify just for that. Alright, let's get this unmuted and get started. So we're going to be going through chapters 11 and 12 with Irika. I went ahead and sorted everyone out beforehand. Although, actually, I could stand to do a little bit more organization. Yeah, doesn't Innes still have... Someone has a white gem that needs to be sold. There we go. Alright, I'll figure out the rest when we actually get started, because I don't know how many people I'll be allowed to bring. The Kerpalin Range. According to Iwan, a little-known passage to Johanna lies there. Hidden within its cracked red bedrock and knife-edged peaks. To avoid Carcino and combat, Irika's troops take the mountain path. They begin climbing higher and higher toward Kerpalin. Unbeknownst to the group, hordes of dark creatures now roam the peaks. I went ahead and preemptively applied wax to my braces today because I took a look at them last night after I finished streaming, looked in the mirror, and found that the wire is actually protruding enough to where I could see it without like a magnifying glass or anything. I just saw it there in the reflection. So as soon as I can tomorrow, I'm calling my orthodontist and scheduling like an impromptu appointment so I can get this thing cut. I actually tried to cut it myself. It didn't work. You need a really thin and a really powerful blade to get right up there near the teeth and perform an effective cut. So, I'm gonna leave that to the professionals. Don't try this at home. We're almost there! Come on! My teacher lives just up ahead. Slow down, Iwan. Let's stick together. This fog's getting thick. I don't expect any more surprise attacks, but that doesn't mean we... Quit worrying, mister. You're gonna get left behind. Don't speak to me, boy. I don't tolerate insolence. Innes, he's only a child. There's no reason to be so rude. He is helping us, after all. That's right. Without me, you'd never get where you're going. So come on already. Stop. Don't take another step. Huh? That's gonna make it awfully hard to get where we need to go. What do you know about that fort? It looks like it's been abandoned for some time. Is anyone using it? Nope. It's really run down. Nobody ever goes there. It's been empty for ages. I've been inside, so I know. Is that right? Then what's that sound, and where is it coming from? Huh? What sound? Hey, you're right. I do hear a weird noise. You could hear that? Neat. You've got really good hearing. I wonder what it is. There it is again. Prince, is this? Irika? Yes? Get your troops ready. Tell them to prepare for battle. We've been spotted. Monsters are coming. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Innes gets to participate in the story after he joins the team, but Dussel is, like, instantly shunted to the side in favor of Seth. I find that to be a little bit weird. I feel like Dussel should be a little bit more significant to the goings-on of the Grado campaign. Everyone is dangerous here. Get behind me. No way! I'm gonna fight too! No, you're too young. You're not ready for this. Are you going to do as I say or not? I don't know what I would do if you were to get injured. Okay. I find that to be slightly questionable, too, that you're not allowed to play with him just yet. You gotta wait until the next chapter. Also, look who's here. She's a real globetrotter, this one. What spacious chambers! A bit musty, but I like it. I've decided. We'll bed here for tonight. I do wonder where ROMhack disappeared to, though. I told him not to wander off, but...
They deliver a show. This could be trouble.
What is it, Dazzler?
Look there, through that break in the frog. Looks like we got some nasty creatures running about this place.
I can't see a thing. But this can be nothing but good fortune shining down on us again. Losing our way in the mountains and running into these abominations? There can be no doubt. We were brought here to destroy these foul things. Come, Dazzler, we fight!
My heart cries out for battle.
Well, at least this time they're a little bit prepared. So there they are, beyond the walls. We gotta go find them. In the middle of a bunch of fog, again. Alright, yeah, we've got a surprisingly limited, number of slots that we can use. Actually, no, never mind. We can bring almost everyone that I have assigned to this team. Only question is, do I bring Innes and Seth? I got 3 sword fighters. I'm thinking I can leave one of them behind. Also seems like a happy-go-lucky guy. Yeah, he's not your, typical blood and guts berserker, that's for sure. Is anyone else especially overleveled? I think this will just about do. Yeah, we'll bring Innes along for the ride instead of Seth. I do need to make sure that these swords are evenly distributed. You're fine with what you've got. I'll go ahead and pass on a bit of this and a bit of that. Innes is fine. You're fine. But I am gonna need some torches. I don't think I bought any for Irika's campaign. Well, never mind. We got a few. We're good. Franz, I'm trying to take advantage of his speed boost ability. So, how about... I go ahead and take out the Lance Raver. I know for a fact that there's, like, no monsters on this map with axes, so Ruby Sword can stay behind. Irika can take a torch. And, of course, we'll be needing some torch staves as well. Oh, and I got this, too. Am I gonna have a chance to use the unlock staff? Well, yes, but I shouldn't. Because there's monsters out there. If I can avoid opening those doors, I should. Alright, one more torch. Who's gonna get it? Tethys. You've barely got anything to do as a dancer, so you might as well. And I suppose I could pass around some pure water, too. But... sure, why not? I'll give one to you, too, just for the heck of it. Alright, we should be good to go. Let's see how fast I can reach the center. I'm not gonna bother sending any troops down to the left-hand side, because it's just, like, a constant clog of enemy units. It'll be, like, impossible to make any headway down there, because it's such a narrow choke point. But that's fine. Even Innes can sit on the front lines with a short bow in hand. Who did you pick as your dancer in Three Houses? I think I usually went with Bernadetta. Just because she's my favorite, but... surely I picked someone else at some point. I certainly was tempted to pick Claude at one point. Just because he seems like the kind of guy that would actually enjoy it. But honestly, I can't remember. Bernie must have been super shy for getting picked, you know it. Yeah, she basically compared it to torture. Yeah, but surely I picked some... You know what? I think I made Marianne into a dancer once, too. I'm having such a hard time remembering. It wasn't even that long ago that I played a, like a Black Eagles campaign. You know, it's pretty likely that I made, Yuri into a dancer, too. Because he's just... He seems kind of, well-suited for the role. God, I really want to insert my own sound effect there. It's gonna be a little bit tricky to do that, though, because, that would require, like, editing the sample data. I'm looking to see if I can actually find the sound effect in question, while the NPCs are doing their thing. Oh, look at him! He's actually kind of fast this time. Let's see, sounds... I found a repository of sounds related to what I'm looking for, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'll just go ahead and spoil it. I think you said that you have played Battle for Westnoth before. Do you remember the Berserker unit? Whenever he... This is actually kind of an Easter egg, so you might not know about this even if you have played Battle for Westnoth, but if you get a Dwarvish Ulfserker or Berserker into combat against a Dark Mage or some other unit that can't counterattack at melee, he'll let loose a laugh sound effect before going nuts on the helpless victim. And yes, I have seen instances where like a full 50 rounds of combat pass or whatever the limit is, and the Berserker still hasn't killed the target. Alright, how do I want to do this? It would be nice to get Garrick and Marissa a couple of levels. And I do have Tethys as an option, to try and scoot the front line a little bit further forward. In fact, I should go ahead and do that. Because otherwise it's going to take Gilliam forever to catch up. Boy, it does kind of suck for Tethys, though, because even in the Game Boy Advance games, she's one of the least useful dancer characters. Ninian and Niels had the benefit of those rings, so at least they had something going for them. In the Super Famicom games, at least one of them, I don't remember if all dancers in those games had access to this or not, but there was like an exclusive sword that they could use. Actually, I could be misremembering things. In fact, yeah, I definitely am. What was it? In Mystery of the Emblem, there was like a female exclusive sword that dealt bonus damage to bandits or something. What was the laugh supposed to be a reference to? It's not a reference to anything. It's just a, you know, like an evil laugh sound effect that preceded the dwarf doing his thing. I say Easter egg because it's really, really unlikely to happen. I don't even think that the, like, you go up against that many necromancers in the dwarf campaigns in that game. And furthermore, like, dwarf berserkers are kind of a tricky unit to use in that game. Really easy to get them killed, for obvious reasons. So, because of that, most players are not likely to hear that sound effect trigger. So yeah, I would play that sound effect here if I had it. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, look at that! Archer's fast enough to get this guy out of the way. I almost wonder if this shine magic, as I have it now, is, like, too good. Because the ability to block counterattacks is pretty darn useful. It's always a little bit tricky getting these dogs out of the way. Yeah, I got a feeling that Naomi is going to be way more impressive than him in the long run. But hey, a sniper is a sniper. They're helpful to have around. Nope. Let's go after Mr. Skeleton here. And hope for a crit. Is Shine strong or only strong against the undead? It's especially effective against the skeletons because I tweaked their stats to favor physical defense over magic defense. But I actually made it even weaker than the base lightning spell to kind of balance out the very, very strong effect of counterattack cancellation. Truth be told, if I could, I would have it both ways, to where when you initiate combat, the enemy can't counterattack, and when the enemy initiates combat, you can't counterattack. In Fire Emblem Heroes, those were called Fire Sweep weapons. And they're pretty interesting. I like using them. But unfortunately, I don't think such a thing exists in the current state of FE Builder. I could go through the effort of figuring out how to implement it. I'm sure there's a way. Like, if I were to come up with, what do you call it, pseudocode, I'm sure I could figure out something, but that's not within the scope of this project. Not yet, anyway. We're gonna have lots of zombies following us, but that's okay. What I need right now is more vision. I didn't give any of you a torch. Alright, I'm gonna have Natasha do it. Alright, there are some fellows hiding in the shadows. And my god, poor Franz, he can't use this sword nearly as good as his brother. In fact, I'm not even sure if he should have that. 3 points of magic is nothing to write home about. You know, come to think of it, I don't even like the default, like, Arabian dancer music that plays for Tethys. Like, it's not bad, but the other dancer musics from the Game Boy Advance games, I feel, were a bit more easy on the ears. Like, that little tune that Niels plays as a bard is really, catchy. I think Elfin had something similarly, good that he played, but I can't remember the specifics. Alright, we'll just put you two down here, and we'll probably be fine. I'd better be careful with the scope of this project, because it could get blown out of proportion pretty quickly if I let it. I'm suddenly, like, imagining all kinds of new musics that I would try to add. Like, I've never even tried writing a single one, let alone, like, 5. So that's just gonna be, it would be nice if I could kind of goal. You can probably already tell, but this is gonna be like a million times easier than the Ghost Ship chapter. Okay, that's a little bit more damage than I expected. Now, these eyeballs are proving to be surprisingly dangerous. Alright, I need someone to get in there and attack at range. You know what? This'll work. Doesn't look like you have a buffet of enemies. Well, looks are deceiving when Koopas are involved. There are more enemies out there hidden by the fog. I just don't know where they are yet. Like, especially down here. There's actually a skeleton with a door key that's, like, waiting for the perfect time to get in and open the door and cause trouble. I would do that, but I don't want Vanessa to occupy the space where the treasure is. Can Franz do it? Yes. You know what? Maybe I should give him, Darting Blow as a skill again, because, the other two Cavaliers on Ephraim's team have been proving to be very, very effective. And Franz is honestly starting to look a little bit lesser by comparison. Sure, I'll leave a light behind me. Oh, Artemis Bena! Hey, long time no see! Funny that you should show up a couple of minutes after I talk about writing music for this game. Yeah, this is a ROMhack project, if you didn't already know. Not much is different besides just, like, little mechanical things here and there. And I want to write some new battle music. I feel like it shouldn't be terribly difficult, because I understand how MIDI works. And I've had a peek at the sound banks that this game uses. So, in theory, writing a couple of half-minute battle musics for this game shouldn't be impossible, but nevertheless, I'm, like, dragging my feet about it. Hope you've been well. Hey, same here. Hope you've been doing well. It's been a while since I heard from you. Been having a good summer. It's been a very active summer for me over here. In a good way. Maybe a little bit too active as of this Memorial Day weekend, because even before I came in to stream tonight, I heard, like, children next door just, like, screaming their heads off because they were having so much fun. I'll just stick you right there. Marissa, I am afraid, so you heal thyself. And let's see what happens. Oops, all zombies. Like, by the time I get to the middle with La Rochelle, I can just, like, put whoever wherever and let the zombies break themselves against them. You know, maybe I should maybe I should make him equip a stronger sword. What else has been happening lately? Well, I'm not sure if I want to get too deep into this, but, bullets have been happening. I am sorry to say. Remarkably close to home, no less. I was just the other day thinking about taking a day trip up to Chattanooga, in the mountains, and, like, I love that city. I go back there every now and again just to have some fun, go eat pizza, do whatever. The parks there are great. So, like, right as I was thinking to myself, gee, that would be fun to do right about now, like, 7 people got shot last night in Chattanooga. None of them died. It wasn't like a crazy event or anything, but it's still really depressing to hear about. That is, like, happening so close to home. My experience, most normal tracks you want to be 1 minute or so. Battle tracks should be a bit longer. You don't want the music to add to frustration. Well, with regards to Fire Emblem Game Boy Advance games specifically, the battle music is only allowed to play for as long as the battle animation is taking place. And usually it gets cut off after like 15 seconds or something, so you're not even gonna hear the full thing unless someone gets a level up. I tried searching for a way to, like, you know, let the music continue from one battle into the next, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. Like, even the patches that I found were not able to do that, and that was a little bit disappointing. Yeah, technical limits. So this little ditty that you hear, like, you know what? I'll count as I initiate this next battle. How many measures does this battle last? Probably about 4 measures, not including the level up. But so it goes with these games. I wonder, did Advance Wars have battle music? I actually can't even remember. 4, yeah. Not much to write home about just yet. Garrick, I want to send you down Swords Blazing, but can't do that while your HP's low as it is. So I will try to be patient. Now, one option I do have is to, like, write completely new music and turn on, like, a thing where if the battle music matches the map music, then it never stops, it just keeps on playing. I wish I could do that thing like Fire Emblem Fates and Fire Emblem Three Houses do, where they add on extra musical layers depending on whether you are in combat or not. But insofar as I can tell, that's not an option with the hacking tools that are available to us. Again, I'm sure it's technically possible, but I just don't know how to do that. Alright, there, that's the one. I don't have any... Oh, hang on a minute. Yes, I do. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill this guy one way or the other, but I can sure as hell try. Yeah, that's going to take 3 shots at least. Who needs experience right now? I've been trying to keep everyone, roughly evenly leveled up. Pretty much just gotta lend more to my infantry fighters. Unfortunately, that does not include Marissa. She's a lightweight critical hit class that is not very good against these rocky gargoyles. So, she's just gonna keep on moving. Maybe I'll send her up against the zombies that are coming in the rear. You know, if I wanted to, I could pull out Ocean Seal and, like, get a preview for what Ross is going to look like when he promotes. I went through the effort of, like, importing new sprites just for him. Incidentally, and somewhat unrelatedly, I found out that the sprites that I've been using are indeed, like, free to use. I don't necessarily need to worry about attribution, but I'm gonna keep on trying to credit everyone that I, everyone that I, used their work from. Ugh, words. What happened? Right, it's one of those, you're free to use these, you don't need to credit them, but it would be nice if you did. So, I'm gonna try to remember to credit everyone after I'm done. Some of them even give you full permission to make changes as well. You know, free to edit and all that. Alright, finally! You're La Rochelle! Hello! So it's true! Blessings do come in threes. La Rochelle, this place is dangerous. You should find a safe haven elsewhere. Oh, you needn't worry about us! As you well know, my divine mission is to purge the land of these obscenities. I will show you the splendor that is La Rochelle in action. Bear witness! If you insist, at least let us join forces for the time being. I do wish that they could be, like, simultaneously recruited. Didn't know you were working on a hack. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I've been having fun with it. This FE Builder software is really, really user-friendly, and I like it a lot. Like, someone told me just the other day that this caused, like, a renaissance of Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem ROMhacks. You know, projects that had laid dormant for years and years, suddenly coming back out of the woodworks to be finished, one after the other. It was amazing to hear about. And I'll have to try some of them out one of these days. What is it, Lady La Rochelle? We're going to join these good people and eradicate these unclean monstrosities. Sounds fun! What would you have me do? Oh, just carry on in your normal manner. Destroy, destroy, destroy. But do be sure to enjoy yourself. I am your obedient servant. Alright, excellent. Oh, and now I can show off that this works as intended. Check it out. I mean, I still need to figure out how to get the heal animation to play, because right now it just looks like it does nothing. But bam, there you go. It's basically an experience-gaining item. And for a healer this late into the game, I feel like it's genuinely necessary. I might even try to slip in a second one at some point or another. Alright, well, gosh, my defenses are just about completely set up, so I, like, barely need to do much of anything else. Yeah, try your luck. Aw, come on. I even gave you a skill that bumps up your critical hit rate even further. That should have been an easy task. Hello. Another big nasty gargoyle. Surprisingly, he is not the boss of this chapter. The real boss is hidden somewhere else. At this stage, I think I can go ahead and turn animations off to try and move things along a little bit quicker. I usually do at some point or another when I'm playing these Fire Emblem games. Especially with regards to the dancer. I would go insane if I tried leveling up Teddy's all the way to level 20 without turning off animations, because it takes forever. This should be fine. Let's see, can I get Vanessa to do anything? 1, 2, 3... No, that's actually 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Nah, she can't retreat fast enough. We'll just be patient. Actually, the smart thing to do would be to try to make use of that sleep staff that I got. But we'll figure that out here in a minute. Yeah, that's kind of a lot of zombies. I don't want the animations to play for all those. There is actually an optional map in this game that is just, like, Zombie Apocalypse, the mission. Where it's just non-stop hallways of zombies forever and ever and ever as far as the eye can see. It is so annoying. Oh, look who came to join the party. I wish I had a hand axe to spare. Oh, that's where that went. Tempting, but I'm not going to use it just yet. Oh, come on. I know there's more stuff hiding in this room. I can't go in there just yet. Alright, what am I going to do about the big nasty gargoyle? I could shoot it. That seems like a pretty good idea. It'd be nice if I could set up the kill for someone else. That might work a little bit. Nope, never mind. I'm actually torn on whether or not I want to... That calls for Shaun of the Dead shooter. You know that there's some ROMhack out there that went and put, like, shotguns into a Fire Emblem game. Also, Franz missed, so you know what? I'm not gonna risk it. These things are dangerous. Shoot it. A luck-only level up is like a fate worse than... I hate it when that happens. Alright, someone grant me vision. Because I don't know if there's something hiding over in the corner, or whatever. Part of me wishes that you could inflict damage with that torch ability. You know, it's like, it has a little fireball appearing over the enemy. You might as well go the extra mile. And have it do a little bit of chip damage or something, just like the candle in Legend of Zelda. In an unfinished ROMhack project that I did in the past, I actually did try turning staves into usable weapons. With mixed results. Did I just leave him vulnerable to be killed? Wow! I didn't realize that his magic defense was that bad. Jeez. Well, color me surprised. Alright, we're gonna do the exact same thing that I did yesterday, in which I accept the death temporarily, and then go back and save his life later. Off stream. I'm a little bit too far into the mission to just do an about-face and restart. Honestly, I didn't even think that they could reach him. I didn't think things through all the way. I don't know if anything's gonna try to approach me from this side, but you can never be too sure. Alright, Dozla, get in there and fight something, because I know there's something hiding back there. I just can't see it yet. There they are. May as well bring everyone that I can over here. Rest of you, just hang out down here. We'll make our defensive line outside of the house. Oh, she comes with a torch staff too. I don't think that she did on Ephraim's campaign. That's a little funny. But this works. That's also a pretty decent source of experience points. In fact, that used to be the only reason that I bought torch staffs, was so that I could, like, go onto a random battle that's full of fog, and then just cast that over and over again for easy experience. Oh, there's skeletons up there, too. For some reason, I didn't expect that. Maybe I should have brought the restore staff. Do I even have one? Hang on. I can't do much of anything right here. Wait, yes I can. I can have her attack from range, while also checking on, huh. Did I give it to Natasha? I could have sworn that we had a restore staff somewhere. And I kinda need it now. She doesn't have it either? Did I just forget to get one? That's weird. Alright, these guys all have poison weapons. Let's see what I can do about it. Oh, very nice. It's too bad that I'm not going to find any A-rank stabs for, like, a dozen chapters from now. You know what? Ross is a tough boy. He can stand up on the front line now. Alright, now what am I gonna do about you guys? Man, I love the new map animations that play, with magic spells especially. Alright, someone needs to try and kill that skeleton. Or actually, you know what? This guy right here is a bigger priority. I think Dozla is the only one that can plug up that gap, so go for it. Ooh, yes, this works. For some reason, I feel like the gem weapons play out best on my flyers. And speaking of gem weapons, I can't help but feel that even with the new, like, setting that I tweaked to get them to have the, you know, weapon triangle enhancement effect, I feel like the effect is still not pronounced enough. I feel like it needs to do more. So maybe I'll end up stacking the skill and the little bit set at the same time. Because as it is now, they're just not working as effectively as I want them to. He'll be fine. 12 damage, just a flesh wound. Nah, we'll let Doswell handle this one too. I want to give him every kill, but for the time being, this just seems like the smart idea to do. Oh, that's where it went. Okay, well, good, now I have it. Yeah, you can do this. It's just a flesh wound. You lie! Over on my friend's Discord server, we actually recently watched a number of Monty Python films, and it was a great time. I'd say that those movies have aged pretty darn well over time. Come on, you pansy! Like, they may not have the meme potential that they did back in the day, but they're still great to watch. I especially liked the, that opening skit, whose name I can never remember, from the beginning of The Meaning of Life. Something about a, you know, a seafaring, world-traveling, crazy adventure with a bunch of, like, businessmen and accountants acting like high-seas pirates. It was great. I found myself thinking a little bit about comedy in general after, having, like, a complete non-reaction to the 2022, Rescue Rangers movie. And I was like, man, this is supposed to be funny, right? I didn't laugh once. I'm not gonna say that it was completely devoid of quality, because it had J.K. Simmons in it, and that guy does a good job no matter where he is, but, the CG turned 2D was off-putting to me, and, like, none of the jokes stuck with me. And then the next day I saw a bunch of, like, assorted Looney Tunes, clips, and I was like, man, comedy still exists. We're just not doing it right anymore. You know what? I'm gonna just back off a little bit and let them come to me. Oh, and then, not long after that, I ended up watching, like, a really old, Charlie Chaplin skit. I don't know what prompted me to do that. Like, I'm aware of the guy's legacy, but I've never actually watched any of those little, films. And I watched it, and I burst out laughing multiple times. It was really good. It was like Charlie Chaplin in the trenches, during World War I or something. And it's just simple, like, slapstick and visual gag shenanigans. How can you go wrong? So yeah, good comedy still exists if you know where to look for it. But it doesn't seem to be quite as omnipresent as it once was. Chaplin and Groucho Marx are great. That's another thing that I'm, like, aware of the legacy, but I've never actually seen any of the films. So yeah, Marx Brothers, gotta put that on my bucket list of things to watch. I think we're just about done with this mission. Shouldn't be very many more zombies coming in. Oh, that guy had a javelin. I wasn't paying attention. common mistake with me in this game, for some reason. Things just continually slip my notice. Hello? Yeah, see, we've all been dealing with zombies lately. That's an oddly specific thing for you to say. How was your day at work, Hollow? I have a feeling it was kind of nuts, because Memorial Day is still going on. Remind me, have you ever played that, quick PS1-styled indie game called, what was it, Night of the Consumers? Long day at work, but not unbearable. Alright, good. Glad to see that you still walk among the living, at least. Ooh. Well, there's our queue. We're just about done. I think I'll send Garrick and Ross down there to finish off the boss. Wherever he is. Thankfully, I already know exactly where to look, but the fact that the boss never moves on this map is kind of irritating. Because, like, for all you know, he could have showed up at the very beginning, or, like, over here in this corner, or this corner. But he's down here in this corner. You've seen Night of the Consumers, and you have Night of the Consumers, but you have never played it. Well, you might as well get on that at some point or another. I mean, it's a short enough game. It's probably not too much of a problem to go through it real quick. Maybe you can play it for Halloween or something. Actually, no, scratch that. You'll be busy enough with, like, Resident Evil, the Genocide run, so never mind. I would much rather see you do that than, like, having a joke run of Night of the Consumers or whatever. Okay, I didn't think he was actually gonna walk up to me and just plant his face on my axe. That's like double disappointment because of how terrible that level up was. Excuse me. Sorry, BRB, dying. Resident Evil doesn't have to happen on Halloween. Well, maybe not that one specifically, but I think you should do a Resident Evil on Halloween. Just personally speaking. Like, I do Castlevania every year. You might as well do Resident Evil every year. When it is feasible. Thank you, La Rochelle. Please speak nothing of it. It is heaven's dictate that I come here to cleanse this charming place of monsters. What's important is... Oh my, I just realized I have not yet had the honor of your name! Oh, you're right. How strange. We've met so often now that I had assumed you already... Please forgive my lack of manners. My name is Irika. My lady. It's alright, Seth. She's clearly not our enemy. Irika. Aha! So you must be Princess Irika of Renee. It is simply an honor to meet you. And how strange that we should meet again in this place. You must be lost as well. This continent is so confusing. Yeah. Actually, we're not lost at all. You see... Is that so? Well, clearly I must be allowed to accompany you. You want to travel with us? I appreciate your offer, but our journey is far too perilous. I do not wish to pull you into this madness. No, no, no. There can be no doubt that we were sent here to aid you. It is all part of the grand design. I, La Rochelle, shall play my role and fulfill my divine duties. This I swear. Are you sure this is wise, Princess? Don't worry, Seth. Well, that's that, Dozla. You and I are now traveling with Irika and her companions.
I understand. For you, Lady La Rochelle, I would do absolutely anything. I would run to the ends of this world and dive into a sea of evil.
How very like you, my dear dedicated Dozla. So noble. Come, we're off! It's getting a little bit too late in the night for me to be doing gwaha-has at full volume. But, as it happens, my family's out watching, Downton Abbey, Downtown Abbey in theaters right now, so I've temporarily got the house to myself. That being said, they're not ones to stay out terribly late, so they're probably already back for all I know. Hope they found the cats. Teacher! Hello? It's strange, he's not here. Must be out wandering again. He's out? That poses a problem. Do you know when he'll return? I don't know. He often goes out and looks for people in need. I believe I told you it would be best to stay away. I've been charged with a mission and must depart again soon. Ah, teacher! We've met before, haven't we? You thought I was gonna say they were watching It's Morbing Time. Ugh. I actually have a bit of a chip on my shoulder for that specific meme. Because Vinesauce Joel, like, blue-balled his entire chat, including me, with Hypnospace Outlaw. Like, he was getting real close to finishing the game, and everyone was excited about it. And instead, he dicked around with the Morbius trailer for 45 goddamn minutes, and it drove me nuts. He was doing that thing like he did with, what's the name of that game? Like, Soul Calibur or something? Where he was like a broken record. That was the bit. It was like a broken record. Where he kept looping back around to it and saying, oh, this is, this game. I know it a lot, and I like it a lot. And now we're going to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And then something funny happens, and he gets distracted, and then he goes back to the beginning, and it just goes on and on and on. Not a fan of that bit, to be frank. So here he is, the elder... No, not the elder. The sage, Sala. Sala? I think we decided on Sala before, because it kind of sounds like Salem. Oh, yes. And now we meet again. These people say they want to go through Kerpelen. I could guide them myself, but I thought it might be better if you went, too. That's why I brought them here. What do you say? Will you guide them? Would you please? Very well. I'm heading there now. If you need to go to Kerpelen, you're free to follow me. You don't mind? We have little interest in the outside world, but we do not refuse travelers. I should warn you, the road is not easy, and you look very weary. You should rest tonight before attempting the mountains. That's pretty cruel, even as a joke. For 45 minutes, yeah, it sure was. We do need rest, it's true. We are all exhausted from our encounter with those creatures. We must give our men time to heal, or they'll be useless in an emergency. It's settled then. I'll go on ahead and let the Elder know we're coming. See? Even when there's no fighting to be done, I'm still useful! No, wait, he's gone. I wonder if he'll be alright. Idiotic boy. I understand his need to be helpful, but... Iwan knows this land well. You needn't worry about him. We'll depart at sunrise. I suggest you all get some rest. Oh, right, remember this guy? Princess Irica of Renee. Old. Who? You're General Glen of Grado. We met once in the capital, didn't we? You were very kind to me. However, if you're here now, I have to assume this means... Yes, it does. I wish our reunion could come under different circumstances. Irica, I must tell you, I come here on the direct orders of the Emperor. I'm to bring justice to the rebel army leader who's been terrorizing Carsino. It's you, Irica. They say you've been murdering innocents. What? Wait, what do you mean? If you have something to say, I would hear it. I know all too well that Grado has robbed you of your homeland, but even so, I do not believe revenge could drive a woman like you to such depths. And yet, here you are in Carsino with a small army under your command. And the Emperor tells us that you massacred everyone in Port Kiris. That's a lie! I could never! Go on. This is ridiculous. Believe whatever you want. Could one of the legendary Imperial Three honestly be as stupid as this? What do you mean? Carsino betrayed Freya and sent a pack of mercenary dogs to kill me. And you paint Irica a rebel instigator? It's an absurd farce. Your Emperor commits horrors and you believe Irica is a criminal. What are you saying? You truly are blind, aren't you? You're one of the Imperial Three, and yet you can't see your Emperor's plan? That's enough, Prince Innes. There's no need to provoke him. General Glen, we've told you what we know to be true, what we've seen firsthand. We don't want to fight you. But if you push us, we will drive you back to Grado with your tail between your legs.
I see.
You are more observant than you know. I am ignorant of the Emperor's designs. General Duso and I both questioned the wisdom of this war. And if you really are innocent of the crimes attributed to you, why would His Majesty lie to us? I must know the answer. So you believe us? Princess Irica I met long ago was kind and merciful in spirit. You've faced relentless hardship, and yet that self-same spirit remains true. Let's put our fight aside for now. I will learn the truth. Then I will once again perform the duties of my office. If you have lied to me today, I will hound you to the very grave itself. Very well. Irica had a chance to defend herself as a main protagonist. Here comes Innes to steal the show. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Glen, where do you think you're going? Valter. What am I to make of this? Those little birds I saw flitting away into the mountains looked vaguely familiar. What do you suppose would happen if it was known you let Irica escape? Do as you will. I'm returning to the capital. I have questions for the Emperor. Clear the path, Valter. Hold on now. No reason to rush off, is there? After all, this is where you're going to die, see? What are you babbling about? Ah, we were a grand trio. The Imperial Three. You, Dussel, and me. But my place among you was stolen, and I was exiled from Grado. You slaughtered people who had no intention of fighting. The Emperor's punishment was just and warranted. After my fall from glory, the only desire kept me alive. Desire for revenge. My hatred burned so fierce that I was only barely able to keep my sanity. That hatred keeps me warm still today. Oh, how it burns! Hear me, Glen, Wyvern General of the Imperial Three. I live for battle. I crave it. I have no need for peace. That is why you must die. Maybe I should have given him a weapon for this cutscene. I'm sorry, Glen, you're about to die even more miserably than in the original game. Kerr, you're mad! A battle between generals sends the spirit soaring, eh? Come, Glen, entertain me! Yeah, this is a bit of a problem. Okay, hold that thought. We need to do something about this. I might need to tweak that cutscene in a bit more detail, but how am I going to do that? So that was the end cutscene for this chapter, right? Was he supposed to die in one hit? Yes. Yes, he was. So, what can I do about this? I could... there should be something somewhere. Okay, so I think this is the cutscene unit. I could give Valter a better weapon. Let's see here. I feel like Valter, that old guy, and the other person are responsible for the Darkstone corrupting the Emperor and Lion. It's no way it's just a coincidence that the worst people were picked to support the generals. There's a bit of a relationship there, but I actually don't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head. Alright, so we'll give him that. Glen... Let's see, I guess I'll give him like a silver lance or something. Or even like, you know what, I could be really mean and give him a brave lance, just so that his defenses get lowered a little bit further. That being said, I'm not sure that that's going to be enough to guarantee that the battle outcome is what it should be. So, where... You know what it is? The problem is that Valter didn't get a chance to strike twice. I think he was supposed to land the finishing blow with a second hit. So we're going to just save these changes as they are now, and retry the cutscene and see if it works. Alright, so if I select resume, it goes back to the last turn. Alright, well that's fine. Boy, I wish I could reset this to give Dozla a better level up, but he's just stuck with that. Alright, I can skip past this, but this... I don't know? I'm gonna press B anyway, see what happens. Okay, this is where we need to be. So I'm not gonna skip this one, I need to just, like, get through it as fast as possible. So yeah, originally he was equipped with a silver sword, and I have taken swordsmanship away from the Wyvern Lords in favor of using axes. However, Valter is forced to use a lance, so... I shouldn't equip Glen with an axe, that would be giving him the advantage in battle. Oh god, I hope this works. I'll tell you this much, though. Valter does not strike me as the mastermind type. I'm pretty sure he just engaged with a beneficial relationship with a superior so that he could continue his rampage. Alright, here we go. Everyone must die. There we go. Yeah, as long as he gets that second hit in, Glen is guaranteed to die. You saw that number? That was 128. That's like beyond the HP cap. Go! The small fish are yours! This is merely the beginning. Endless battle. War without end. And so on. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. I was supposed to save to a different file so I could bring Franz back. Oops. It is officially too late to do anything about that. Alright, hang on a minute. I do still have a save state. Let me see where that is. That's on the Ghost Ship chapter. Oh boy, that's gonna take a lot of replaying to get back to that point, but it is possible. Perhaps we should rest, my lady. Master Sailor, is it much farther? We're close. It's only half a day ahead. I would ask for a moment's rest before continuing. We are all exhausted. We can go no farther today. No, Seth, I'll be fine. We must not be delayed by my weakness. I didn't realize we'd be climbing so high. Woof! As I warned you before we set out, the footing here can be treacherous. Do you people truly live in this place? These barren crags seem unfit for human habitation. Material wealth brings strife. We've no need of these things. In this, we are of one mind with the Great Dragon. The Great Dragon? So much for Glen becoming a party member. Yeah. He had his chance, and then he got stabbed in the back. Or the front. Or wherever. Right, the Sawyer car, watch out! More monsters. Master Sailor, do these creatures normally inhabit this region? No. These things came from Darkling Woods. It's been a long time since they've wandered this far afield. It's as the Elder says, evil omens take many shapes. It looks like these fiends have noticed us as well. We should move, Hyrika. Alright, I'll figure something out with, our friend, and... You were supposed to have an extra item. Why do you not have the staff that I gave you? Hold on a minute, let me check something. I was sure that I gave him a staff to start out with. So does he originally appear in a different... Yep, he does. Alright. Well, in that case, let me go ahead and update this. So apparently this is the unit that joins you, not this. Who would have figured? There we go. And he doesn't have the tome that I gave him, so we need to fix that too. There we go. That's like the only opportunity to to give him that weapon. Alright, now I think we're good. Why doesn't Seth just carry Irika on horseback? The rescue mechanic exists. I'll stipulate a little bit and say that it's because the terrain is so jagged that, like, you can't even ride on a horse. You have to, like, walk the horse. Otherwise, it'll lose balance. But that's just my guesswork. Alright, we can skip this. Now we should be good to go. No, we're not. What? Huh? Is it, like, too late to... Hang on a minute. Let me try something else. Let me try, like, going back in time. Nope, that didn't do anything. Wow, that's 2 points of failure on my part. So unless I replay that last chapter, he's not gonna have the weapon that he is supposed to have here. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, I think, again, I'm just gonna have to, like, replay these chapters off-stream so that I can get the results that I want. Which is a little bit silly, then I'm gonna end up doing that, but so it goes. My god, I'm even gonna have to replay Ephraim's chapters again. Because that's where the last save state went. Alright, hang on a minute. Something funny's going on with the frame rate here. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can notice, but like the frame rate is way lower than it ought to be. Huh. I guess I can save and reload real quick. Like, just relaunch the emulator. Alright, there we go. Much smoother. I don't know what went wrong there. You know what? There is another option. Because I forgot to make that save game, it may also be a good idea to, like, just press on with Ephraim's campaign and pretend that the Ira campaign didn't happen. I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point. Alright, once again, we've got a lot of sword fighters on this map, and we really don't need them. So, someone is about to get benched. Who should it be? I guess I'll leave Joshua behind again. He'll get his chance to shine later. And Dosla could... I could bring Dosla. I'm not sure if I want to, though. You know what? Just for the sake of speeding up this map a little bit, because this is going to be, like, a non-canon run, I'll bring Dosla along just for this one. This is a mountain map, and berserkers are very good at climbing mountains. In fact, what I could do is send him up with Vanessa, and, like, engage the eyeballs that way. He'll be, like, impossible to hit. Yes, I think this will work out just fine. Alright, let's go. See if I can get this chapter done in a timely fashion. I'm concerned for Iwan as well. I'll go with you. I hope he is safe. Oh yeah, there he is. Hey, wait a moment! We can work this out! You, aren't interested in talking, are you? Boy, if only other zombies would give up that easily. Where'd all those freaks come from? I've got to get back and warn everyone. But I do wonder if Grandmother is alright. Dang, I so wanted to see that new spell in action, but... Gonna have to wait. Ah, puh. A bug went after my my face. Alright, gargoyles off the Portbird Stow. Where are they going? What are they doing? Yeah, we'll deal with them when the time comes. Actually, this might be able to land a lucky hit. Or two. Nice. Yep, the less I have to deal with that spider, the better. You might have noticed that the map BGM is a little bit different between Irika and Ethan's chapters. I think that's a pretty cool touch. More musical variety is always appreciated. It's a good thing that isn't a village I once stopped at, or else he'd be in danger of enemies destroying it. That mechanic is in this game, right? Yes, it is. However, only 2 specific enemy types are capable of destroying villages. Those being bandits and thieves. Monsters, believe it or not, are completely incapable of destroying a village. Well, that's a bit of a mean trick. Arrgh. You know what? That mountain hike is not worth it. I don't even want to send Marissa down there because that is just such ridiculously dangerous territory. What with the gargoyles and all that. Oi! Someone stop these things. Oh my god. And they resist magic too. Alright, yeah, abandon all other projects. We need to deal with this. One of those dogs is gonna run free, and there's nothing I can do about it. Wait, no, there is something I can do about it. Okay, now for the love of Pete, kill that thing. Ugh. Okay, Tethys might get poked with the javelin. I think she'll be okay. She is pretty fast. It ought to be fine. Alright, rest of you go on ahead and do something about the zombies. Oh, it's a good thing I got rid of that spider early. I do not want that thing breathing down my neck right now. Alright, he's fine. I'm genuinely surprised they didn't go after Tethys. Well, who knew that Ross was so good at this? Oh, never mind. She's still in danger. In fact, she could have been attacked twice, I think. So, lucky me. That's a lot of goyles. If I send Ross up that way, he's gonna get just completely surrounded. But you know what? He might be able to handle it. Because look at that, they can barely even touch him. I think I could just leave Ross here, and he'll deal with the gargoyles by himself. Everyone else, do your best at forming a defensive line, because, I got, like, no room to maneuver over here. Yeah, this works. I do have a sleep staff, so I will use it if I feel like I need to. Oh, Axe Reaver. Alright, Irika can handle that one. She will probably need some help, though. Nah, she's fine. Alright, now maybe we can finally get a move on. I never even got around to attacking this eyeball. That was like the original purpose of sending Vanessa all the way up there. Yeah, you guys just wait. Gotta wait until the gargoyles have passed. Boy, even with the animations off, those spiders just take forever to move. Sheesh. Maybe I should have put Ross on Ephraim's team. He's almost capped his defense! War-wise, Loot sounded stronger than Archer, but in gameplay seems like Archer's been more reliable. Yeah, I think I got a little bit lucky with his magic growth rate. Like, he's been leveling it up even faster than Loot. And I think that's just dumb luck on my part. Archer is also quite fast, and he's got a slightly higher constitution stat, so he is not weighed down quite as much by his magic weapons compared to Loot. Yeah, another couple of points, and like, my god, I think Ross has more defense than Gilliam, even. I don't know where he got all those points from. Right now, he is, like, my single tankiest unit. And that is A-okay by me. Maybe not. Yeah, I do not want Garrett getting hit by a critical hit. Ross is here Dusel on this path. That was supposed to be Seth, but yeah, I think Ross has caught up pretty well at this point, hasn't he? I think there are still a lot more reinforcements yet to come. But as soon as we like get into this central clearing here, we should be pretty good to finish the chapter. I don't think this will take nearly as long as some of the Ephraim chapters that we've been doing. Man, I hate to say it, but I think it actually would be faster to send Doslo through the mountain path. He slows down way too much on the mountains themselves. Alright, I could send Vanessa down there to go ahead and recruit Iwan, but she can't visit the village and rescue someone on the same turn. So if I were to do that, Iwan would most certainly die. Instead, I'm going to try to pick off these eyeballs as quickly as I can, because I don't like them. They are a big pain in the ass. damn near impossible to whack a spider while it's on the mountain. But I can sure as hell try. At least this isn't... Oh shoot, I didn't see that guy up there. Alright, she'll be fine for a turn. I can heal her. Almost gotten myself into more trouble again because I didn't... I had, like, no memory. Alright, come on, send out the hounds. The sooner I get them off the path, the better. Oh! I managed to convince the spider to come back on the mountain. They all want a piece of Vanessa, and they can't have it. Alright, just a little further. Alright, will someone please squash this bug? I don't care who does it, just get rid of it. There we go. Sheesh. Oh yeah, I should test out his new skill before I forget. The ability to use a staff and do something else on the same turn. Should be pretty useful if you can position yourself right. It'll be a heck of a lot more useful when I get access to physics staves. Because then I'll just be able to heal wherever. And it'll be a cinch to heal and fight on the same turn. And that'll be something that only he is capable of. Wish I had something that boosted movement speed right about now. Eh, you know what? It'll be fine. There'll probably be more reinforcements showing up behind me any minute now. God, I'm so glad that I can engage in hit-and-run attacks like this. Makes Pegasus Knights so much more useful than they were before. I don't need a critical hit sword to land critical hits with her. She's just that good. I don't even know what to say during these turns, where all I'm doing is catching everyone up to where they need to be. Yeah, big, epic-scale maps are cool and all, but for goodness sake, don't ever, like, if you're ever a level designer or whatever, don't make your maps bigger than their britches, or whatever the saying is. You know, be reasonable with the size, because bigger is not always better. Ugh, God. Imagine being in a situation like this in, like, Battle for Westnoth, where choke points are, like, impossible to break. Yeah, you know what? That's another point of advice. If you're gonna make choke points in a strategy game, for God's sake, don't make them big. Don't make them like a long, narrow hallway, because that is not fun to fight your way through. Even if it does twist and turn. Alright, we are good to go on recruiting Iwan. Hey. You were one of the people with my teacher, weren't you? You think I can fight at your side? I can use the magic my teacher taught me. Well, what do you say? Nothing much. I guess you're just on the team now. Good job, buddy. You can hide behind Uncle Dozla here. Which, by the way, is an actual thing that Iwan refers to him as, if you get them to support each other. Yeah, they form like a really cute little relationship where, like, Iwan dreams up big, wacky ideas and Dozla humors him every step of the way. It's really cute. Would you get a different cutscene if someone specific recruited Iwan there, such as his teacher or Irika? I think yes. And this is not the first place where something like that could happen. Like if, in Chapter 4, you go to the village where Lute is, and you visit it with Artur, she'll say the same thing about, your flesh doesn't seem to be decaying, I guess you're not a zombie. Artur specifically responds with, well, I should certainly hope not. I don't remember what Sayla says to Iwan in this chapter, though. But yes, there are special recruitment dialogues. Dang. Garrick's kind of lagging behind on his levels. He's supposed to be, like, the best unit in the game, honestly. Able to strike a really good balance between power, speed, and defense. So, like, he's still got a weakness in magic, but everything else, he's really capable. That's funny from Artur. Alright, so again, Iwan, a fun unit to train if you decide to put in the effort. Because he can go and branch out into one of, just about any branch of magic. Well, except for light magic, I guess. You'll have to turn him into a sage if you want him to use light magic. Or into a tier 3 trainee, which is, not always the best option. Let me see. I think I can have Vanessa plug up the gap with a Sapphire Lance and she'll be fine. Alright, what's the other village say? I can't believe monsters have appeared here in the realm of the Great Dragon. What is this world coming to? This staff should help to protect you against the beasts. Please travel safely. Alright, Barrier Staff. Otherwise known as Magic Shield. Not really anything left for me to use it with, but hey, it's cool to have. You know what? Let's sneak in a little bit of extra EXP. It doesn't matter, because this save file is not going to be kept. Like, I'm going to end up overwriting it with, another one deriving from my previous save state. It's fine, though. Honestly, this is just a habit that I literally cannot break. I have to distribute EXP. It's just how I play Fire Emblem. in like a wacky situation where, say, enemies give no experience, I would still find myself trying to get experience from them anyway. It's ingrained into my blood. Damn. Wait, that skeleton's not moving. This could make for an interesting opportunity. Alright, yeah, here's a bit of bait for one to get a level up with. Oh, jeez, it's even more crowded here now that the houses have closed up. I can't talk to anyone. Can't do anything. Alright, it is gonna take forever to kill this spider, but I'm gonna try anyway. Alright, who's next? We got a bunch of centaurs here. None of them look especially dangerous, so we'll just say hello and do whatever. Yeah, I don't think so. Centaurs are still weak to cavalry effective weapons, so take that knowledge and take advantage of it. Truth be told, there's supposed to be some gargoyles that show up here in the top left. I don't know what's taking them so long. It's kind of making me a little bit nervous that they haven't shown up yet. But now that we're here in the open, this map should not take much longer. Now, there is a zombie on this map that I think I've talked about before. He's hanging out over near the item shop. There's those gargoyles. This guy right here. For some reason, I am quite certain that he never ever moves. So he's literally there for you to, like, visit the shop, get some new magic, and be like, hey, I'm gonna use you as a punching bag for this new magic. And then just go to town. Alright, slightly dangerous. We'll want to be ready for those guys whenever they show up. Let's see. Every single one of them has a Reaver weapon. So what would be best to use against them? A sword, maybe? Yeah, actually. Marissa could take them on. Or Irika. Irika's got a little bit better defense, so I'll put her up front. And we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure she'll be fine. Oh, no shit! Oh, wow. Look at this, look at this. This is even better than I thought it was. Okay. I thought that you had to stay in place after this effect triggered. No, it just gives you a full nother movement action. So I could have him run out all the way to the front lines, heal someone, and then run all the way back. And fire some magic if I wanted him to. That's kind of insane. I'm glad that I put that on him. He needed something to stand out from the crowd, because honestly, his, like, power growth isn't all that great. So I'm really happy that he's got a, something to give him an edge here. And it only works once per turn, which is good, because otherwise, you know, you could heal your entire army at the flick of a wrist. That's awesome. Yeah, tell me about it. Makes sense for him lore-wise as a magic teacher. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any skills in the list that really had much to do with, like, magic damage. So I'm glad that I found something that was fitting for him nonetheless. Oh my god, just get the crit already, you... You know what, never mind, it's fine. That's not so fine. I'm getting sick of these single stat level ups. Ugh, god. And don't even get me started on the level ups where nothing is gained at all. I hate those. And it is very, very possible in this game, if not others. Alright, if I park Dozla out here on the mountains... Oh, shoot. The gargoyles still can't reach him. They're a little too far away. Well, we'll try our best. Everyone that can't protect yourselves, get ready to run. What? This guy's not moving. I hate it when they do that. It always trips me up. I guess I'll go after you. There's one down. Let's see if we can't get another one with a longbow. Longbow. I can, but it will require a bit of precision. Honestly, I would love to go after the guy holding the spear, but... Can I do that? Kind of. You know, honestly, this is a good enough situation as any to try out the sleep staff and see if I can get that to work. Why does it have such a low hit rate? I feel like it should be quite a bit better than that. Oh well, let's try it anyway. Yes! And this is like the only time in the game that you'll get to hear this music. So hope you enjoyed it. Status stabs are very rare. You don't get the chance to hear the music associated with them all that often. I wonder... Oh, actually, no need to wonder. I can just run right up here and pelt this guy with some wind magic. Perfect. Alright, that's all of them taken care of, except for one. Now all I need to do is make sure that everyone else is properly protected. I think Ira can survive one round of combat with a gargoyle. It'll be fine. Yeah, we're fine. Just make sure everyone else is backed off properly. And we're good. Yeah, honestly, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I will shift the fire effective damage onto the Worm Slayer. Like, I'll expand the Worm Slayer's function to being effective against flyers and not just dragons. And I'll try to make it available much, much earlier in the game. Because at this stage, I think you have to wait all the way until like chapter 14 to get it. Maybe even 15. I can make this work. Wow, we're catching up fast in levels. I'm already at the point where someone like Archer like can't get experience anymore. Hopefully the enemies catch up in level soon enough. What am I gonna do about this zombie? No, more importantly, what am I gonna do about the gargoyles? I suppose Vanessa's strong enough to lure one of them out. Let's give that a try. Oi! Well, you do what you gotta do. So, geez, at this rate, I've barely got anyone left that even needs, the EXP. I guess I might as well just give it to Vanessa again. Oh, no. Oh, you're actually out of healing stabs. Oops. Wait. Oh, right. I put, that skill on Tethys as a dancer. She's got, like, an area of effect, power buff that I'd forgotten about. So that was the other thing that I put on her to make her more useful as a dancer. She might not be able to pass on, like, status buffs directly, but she at least has, you know, an area of effect benefit. Alright, let's see if I can take out this guy. And while I'm at it, I may as well see if I can bait this guy into attacking Innes. And we'll see how that works. Did I turn animations back off? Hang on a minute. No, I didn't. Why did the animation not play? Huh. That's really peculiar. Alright, note to self, I'm gonna figure out what happened there. I should have seen an animation. Now for the big question. Who gets the final hit? Kinda wanted to give it to Irika, actually. Alright, you've got the effective damage. Go for it. Yeah, there's no animation. That's really strange. I'll have to look into that later. I don't know what's causing that. Alright, well, mission's just about over. All that's left is that silly little zombie over there. And the gargoyle. And it's like, why am I being so scared of it? I don't know, it must be PTSD from that ghost ship chapter. Ugh. Good grief, Ross has got... This was supposed to be what Garrick does, is, like, max out his strength, defense, and speed, but it looks like Ross is gonna beat him to the punch. Alright, so yeah, I think no matter how much I attack this dude, he's not gonna strike back. I could even afford to go shopping! But I won't. Because, yeah, look at this. Like, every time I hit this guy, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a full level up for Iwan. Wow! I was, like, half kidding. I guess it's because I put the Paragon skill on him. Yeah, he's got, instant level ups, just fire at zombies. Alright, so he does still attack, he just does not move. So, alright, sure. I really don't have to do this because I said multiple times I'm gonna, like, paper over this with a new save file, but I just can't help myself. When the EXP is this easy to get, how could I possibly refuse? The only thing is that the zombie does not heal himself. So, once I beat him into oblivion, that's it. Actually, this might not even be enough. Because, like, after I hit him 2 more times, he'll be dead, and Iwan will not yet be at level 10. Oh, that's too bad. I'll have to, like, get into a skirmish to get that last, like, 50 EXP or whatever it is. Oh well, still, it's nice to have something once in a while that you can exploit. This time I'll let Marissa get the kill. Alright, so where were we? Oh, there's, grandmother.
Sailor, is that you, Sailor? Tell me, is the Great Dragon well?
I'm sorry, Elder. I searched to the west, but I found nothing.
Is that so? Huh? Who's that with you?
I am Innes, Prince of Freya. The circumstances of our journey have led us here. We would like to pass through. Please.
We of Kirpilin have turned away from the world outside. The Great Dragon alone holds all our honor and esteem. In this place, princes and paupers are equals. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I understand.
Well then, be welcomed as guests in our homes. I see some of you are injured. You should use this rock moss. We have little beyond what we need, but we will prepare food and bedding. You can rest as long as you like.
We've no wish to trouble you. We'd just as soon pass straight through.
Don't let your pride drive you to foolishness. That girl there looks like she's ready to collapse any moment. She's ill from the height of the mountain. Sailor, prepare some tea for the lass.
Thank you, Elder.
Call me grandmother, child. That is what the villagers call me.
So, not specifically Iwan's grandmother, but, she's everyone's grandmother. Grandmother, may I ask you a question? This great dragon...
The inquisitiveness of youth. Come, lass, listen to my words. The Great Dragon is a blessing, one that watches over all mankind. Why, in days long past, when the Demon King appeared...
Demon King? Are you speaking of the legend of the Sacred Stones? The hero Grado used the power of the 5 sacred stones to defeat and seal away...
Oh no, that's not right at all. How quickly did mankind forget its debt to the Great Dragon. To hear the story now, one would think humans alone brought victory. That is a gross mistelling of the tale. Only through the great dragon's strength could the Demon King be sealed away.
The great dragon and the Demon King.
Mankind may have forgotten its debt, but the great dragon never forgets. It watches over the bones of the Demon King in darkling woods. It keeps the Demon King's dark brood from swarming the world of men. Great Dragon's vigilance alone has kept us safe from their blind rage.
Is that so? I'm sorry, I never knew.
You don't need to know everything, but you should remember that.
Yet, Grandmother, we encountered those creatures on the way here, and they have begun to appear in the lands we live in as well. What does this mean?
You have seen the effects of the omen that has appeared in the south. There is an energy there that has fouled the air and darkened the sky. The great dragon left Darkling Woods and went south to investigate. We of the village wish to protect the great dragon, and so I sent my grandson, Sailor, as long as well. But they became embroiled in battle and the great dragon has disappeared. Since that time, there's been no sign of the great dragon, either here or abroad. I grew worried and directed Sailor to look for any trace of the great dragon. I'm worried that the source of that foul energy may be responsible.
A foul energy. From the south. Mer said something similar to this too. Is the great dragon you speak of one of the Manakete?
Manakete? How dare you speak so of the great dragon?
I'm sorry.
But if you've seen the noble Mer, then perhaps I can proceed more quickly. You see, our great dragon took the form of Mistress Mer in her travels. And you tell me that you have seen the great dragon yourself, lass?
Yes, Mer was with my brother.
What? Where is this brother of yours?
He leads a force of men against Grado. Mer rides beside him.
Sailor, this is urgent! You must leave for Grado at once and rescue the great dragon!
Understood, I will. Oh, where are you off to? If you're going to Grado, the swiftest route takes you through Johanna. It would be to your advantage to join us in our journey for a time. It's far safer than being on your own. You have a point. Mistress Irica, protecting the great dragon is my duty. Please, allow me to travel with you on the road ahead. We are in your debt, matron.
Not at all. All of our guidance comes from the great dragon. Sailor?
Yes, I know. The road to Johanna lies here. Grandmother, thank you so much for everything.
I know you'll help the great dragon, but please look after Sailor as well. He's not very personable, but he's the only grandchild I have.
Apparently that woman's name is Dara? Like, I've seen it in the game's internal files, but I don't think it's ever mentioned in the game itself. She's kind of a cool character. And she actually has NPC data with her as, like, a female druid. So, I can imagine an alternate universe where she was a playable character and took on a role similar to that of Niime, the mountain hermit from Fire Emblem 6. That would have been cool, but I am going to go ahead and wrap up for the day. This was all I wanted to get accomplished. And I've already identified a new problem that needs to be addressed. I don't know what happened with the with the centaur not animating properly. Maybe if I take a quick look, the answer will become clear. But I'm not counting on it. Let's just see what we can see. There's a trend going on where you learn info that's cool to know while playing the chapters side by side. Yeah, that is pretty cool. You know, they take different paths, and you get unique, like, mutually exclusive information from them. Ephraim will never understand the greater purpose of the great dragon that rides by his side. And, likewise, Irica will never know about, the political turmoil going on with, General Duso and Grado. Okay, so what the hell happened here? I see exactly what happened. Somehow... Actually, there's a number of problems here. What happened? Let's go ahead and fix what we can see. Alright, so this needs to be bow, and this needs to animate as such. There we go. go ahead and check and see if anything funny happened over here, too. No, this one looks fine. I don't know what happened that caused this to, like, lose an animation, but there we go. Taken care of. No problem. I sincerely hope that there are no further issues, but for now, that's all that we need to worry about, so I'm going to go ahead and save and leave for the night. I'll go and check on my cats and see how everyone's doing. Good luck with getting Franz to stay alive. Yep, I will do my best. That'll probably be what I try to do tomorrow. And I guess I'll be back on Tuesday. Probably I'll just keep doing what I've been doing, because I'm not ready to, like, import anything new and crazy just yet. So we'll just keep on plugging through the story. We do have quite a lot left to go. Been good hanging out. Oh, Benna, you're still here. Well, I'm glad that you were here to join me. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate the well wishes. Y'all have a good night, too. Stay safe out there. And stay cool. Have a good night. I need to work on my outros, but you get the idea. Charmed. I'll catch you guys on Tuesday, if not on the Discord server, and if not, another day. So, see you around. Have a good night.